Would you like to lower your monthly mortgage payment? Your credit card or other debts? Just log on.
Number 2.
Yeah. This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center. The CNN Center right now is just beginning to work on this story, obviously calling our sources and trying to figure out exactly what happened, but clearly something relatively devastating happening this morning there on the south end of the island of Manhattan. That is, once again, a picture of one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
We can see these pictures. It's obviously something devastating has happened. And again, unconfirmed report that a plane has crashed into one of the towers there. We are efforting more information on this subject as it becomes available to you.
Right now, we've got Sean Murtaugh. He is a CNN producer on the telephone right now. Sean, what can you tell us about what you know?
This is Sean Murtaugh. I just was standing on the Vice President of Finance.
Sean,
Vice President of Finance for CNN.
Sean, we're on the air right now. What can you tell us about this situation?
Hello?
Yes, Sean, you're on the air right now. Go ahead. What can you tell us?
I just witnessed a plane that appeared to be cruising slightly lower than normal altitude over New York City, and it appears to have crashed into, I don't know which tower it is, but it hit directly in the middle of one of the World Trade Center towers.
Sean, what kind of plane? Was it a small plane, a jet?
It was a jet. Looked like a 2-engine jet, maybe a 737.
You're talking about a large passenger commercial jet?
A large passenger commercial jet.
And where were you when you saw this?
I am on the 21st floor of 5 Penn Plaza.
Did it appear that the plane was having any difficulty flying?
Yes, it did. It was teetering back and forth, wingtip to wingtip, and it looks like it has crashed into probably 20 stories from the top of the World Trade Center, maybe the 80th to 85th floor. There is smoke billowing out of the World Trade Center.
Sean, what happened next? Does it appear to you that the plane is still inside the World Trade Center?
From my angle, I'm viewing south towards the Statue of Liberty and towards the World Trade Center. It looks like it is embedded in the building. I can't see from my vantage point whether it has come out the other side.
Sean, what about on the ground? Or any debris that is hit down there? Can you see
my
anything?
vantage point is too far from the World Trade Center to make any determination of that.
Did you see any smoke, any flames coming out of the engines of that plane?
No, I did not. The plane just was coming in low, and the wingtips tilted back and forth, and then it flattened out. It looks like it's hit at a slight angle into the World Trade Center. I can see flames now coming out the side of the building, and smoke continues to billow.
Well, generally, is that a traffic area in New York for aircraft?
It is not a normal flight pattern. I'm a frequent traveler between Atlanta and New York for business, and it is not a normal flight pattern to come directly over Manhattan. Usually they come up either over the Hudson River heading north and pass alongside the island of Manhattan, or if they're taking off from LaGuardia, they usually take off over Shea Stadium and gain altitude around the island of Manhattan. It is rare that you have a jet crossing directly over the island of Manhattan.
Just for our viewers who are just tuning in right now, you're looking at a live picture of the World Trade Center tower where, according to eyewitness Sean Murtaugh, he is a vice president of finance, an eyewitness to what he describes as a twin-engine plane or possibly a 737 passenger jet flying into the World Trade Center. It appears to be still embedded inside the building. Sean, are you in a position right now to hear whether any sirens are going, any ambulances, any sort of response to this yet?
Not from my vantage point. I'm probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the World Trade Center.
It is a remarkable scene as we're seeing right now. Flames still coming out of the windows, black smoke billowing from what appears to be all sides. Obviously, windows shattered and steel jutting out from the structure right now.
And Sean, once again, we're looking at these pictures, and
I
you're
see them
telling
in my
us,
office. I have them on all my TVs.
And you're telling us you believe the plane remains embedded.
I can't tell from my vantage point.
All right. Sean, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you very
eyewitness
much.
account there. Right now, we want to go to our affiliate NYW reporting on this as we speak.
With a little girl in his arms.
Did you see what happened, sir? Did you see what happened? What happened?
Well, I was in the PATH train, and there was a huge explosion sound. Everyone came out. A large section of the building is blown out.
around like the 80th floor.
Was it hit by something, or was it something
it was inside?
It was inside.
Because it looked out, everything was coming out.
Everything
all
was
the
coming-
windows were coming out, all the papers were
What is
coming
on the sidewalk?
I didn't see anything. I
Was there
ran.
any people hurt, do you know?
I just ran, and everyone in the path train just ran. I don't know if anyone was hurt, but I assume they were because the windows were all blown out.
All right, thank you.
Ollie, you would have to assume a very, very terrible situation if that indeed is the case, because I'm sure there were people up there in that World Trade Center. Now, we have lost, again, our transmitter is on top of the World Trade Center, so we apparently have consequently lost contact with Dick Oliver, but we are on the phone with an eyewitness. Rosa, can you hear me? Is Rosa there?
Hello?
Rosa?
Yes.
This is Jim Ryan here in the studio.
Hi.
What is your last name, please?
Cardona Rivera.
All right, again, you're looking at pictures now. We understand from a CNN Vice President, Sean Murtaugh, who was an eyewitness to this. We believe a commercial jet has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center, and you can see the smoke billowing out. There are flames billowing out there, and a commercial jet crashing into one of these towers. At this point, we do not have official injury updates to bring you. But we are only now beginning to put together the pieces of this horrible incident.
Right, just a few seconds ago, we were tuning in to one of our affiliates in New York, WNYW. Right now, we want to go to an eyewitness on the telephone right now. Jean, what can you tell us about what you saw?
I can tell you that I was watching TV, and there was this sonic boom, and the TV went out, and I thought maybe that the Concorde was back in service, because I've heard about those sonic booms. And I got up to my window. I live in Battery Park City, right next to the Twin Towers, and I looked up, and the side of the World Trade Center exploded right when I looked up, and at that point, debris started falling. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Can you hear anything from your position right now? Ambulances, sirens?
Absolutely, positively. There are crowds of people downstairs in Battery Park City. Everybody's come out from the buildings. This is the financial area in Manhattan, and there's a lot of fire engines. I can see them from my window.
Jean, can you tell us, I don't know if you can tell which tower it is that's on fire right now, or the kinds of services that are inside that tower?
I can't tell what's inside. It's the northern tower versus the southern tower, and it seems to be on all sides of the building, from what I can tell. The west side, the south side, and it looks like smoke's coming from the east side as well.
Gee, can you see any of the debris currently on the ground area?
Absolutely. I mean, it's continuing to kind of flutter down like leaflets, and at first there was just tons of debris, and it continues to fall out, and it looks like these uppermost floors are definitely on fire.
Can you see any actual people in that area who may have been hit by any of this debris, or were not able to get out of the way? Can you see any crowds that may be too close to where they should be? Anything like that?
No, I don't think so, and it's not a highly trafficked area at the base of the World Trade Center, so that's one fortunate thing.
Jean, right now we're continuing to look at pictures of this devastating scene. According to Sean Murtaugh, Vice President of Finance, he witnessed what he described as a twin-engine plane, possibly a 737. He was almost absolutely sure that it was a large passenger jet that went into that plane. Jean, you're saying that you didn't see anything initially. You didn't see a plane actually approach the building.
I had no idea it was a plane. I just saw the entire top part of the World Trade Center explode. So I turned on the TV when I heard they said it was a plane. It was really strange.
Were you there living in New York during the World Trade Center bombing?
No, I wasn't.
Fortunately so. When you say a sonic boom, did you actually feel anything? Were things shaking in your apartment?
Yeah, you could feel it. It was just a gigantic sonic boom. The TV it went off for a second, and then it went back on. And the windows, you felt the vibrations on the windows.
You were saying it's not a high traffic area usually, but can you guesstimate how many people may be in an area like that at this hour of the morning?
It would be hard to say. There is a huge courtyard between the two World Trade Center buildings, and the only issue might have been tourists or business people out in this courtyard area, and they possibly would have been hit. But the people that are immediately around the base of the World Trade Center, I would say at any given time, you're talking about maybe 20 or 30 people at best.
We were talking with Sean Murtaugh earlier, and he said this is not normally an area where you would see some sort of aircraft, certainly, obviously, that low, but in that is not a high traffic area in terms of flights?
I don't know about flights. You know, I have a balcony down here in Battery Park City, and they have that needle sticking out of the top of the World Trade Center. And I've always wondered, you know, if anyone would kind of get too close to the building, you know, and accidentally veer into it.
Gene, tell us a little bit about that area and how emergency crews would be able to access that area. Would that be relatively difficult or easy to access for emergency people?
I would imagine it would be slightly difficult because to get around the base of the World Trade Center building, there's really only the one street entrance. The other sides of the building are surrounded by other buildings in the courtyard, and so it's just this West Side Highway, this one major street that runs up the west side of Manhattan that makes it accessible for the fire engines. And, you know, it's amazing to sit here and watch this building on fire, and you've got this tiny little fire engine that I'm watching.
That's all you see right now is the one fire engine?
Where the fire engines are, it's a little bit obscured by other buildings.
Right.
Gene, let me ask you, I know I'm asking you to be a bit of an expert on the World Trade Center, but there's a famous viewing deck for tourists on one of the towers. When you say that this is the North Tower, is this the one that services a lot of the tourists to get their view and get to the restaurant at the top?
As a matter of fact, it is. And as I'm sure you can see, there's a ton of smoke coming out right now. I'm just guessing the fire seems to be worse on, it looks like it's about 15 floors down from the top of the building.
Yeah, one of the eyewitnesses, one of our affiliates was talking to, said that she thought that this was on the 80th floor. We know that there's an open air deck 110 stories high, and the glass enclosed observatory is on the 107th floor. So there is the possibility that people may very well be trapped up there.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Jean Yearman.
You're very welcome.
Eyewitness here to a loud sonic boom she described as she was sitting inside her apartment, and she looked up and saw the side of the World Trade Center exploded into flames and black smoke. We are going to join another one of our New York affiliates, WABC, for their live coverage.
Plane overhead, and then all of a sudden I thought it sounded kind of loud, and then I looked up, and all of a sudden it smashed right dead into the center of the World Trade Center. Big flash of flame, fire coming out from all over. Then all the bricks is a huge hole right now. It almost looks like the plane probably went through. I'm not sure.
Winston, can you see? Are you on the north side there where the plane made contact?
Yes, I am.
Now, when you say a huge hole, one of our earlier witnesses, Libby Clark, said not much of the plane came down off the building. Much of it went
totally
right
into the building.
It's in the building, from what you can see.
Right.
Now, can you see if there's a lot of debris downstairs, Winston?
No, because it looked like it inverted. With the impact, everything went inside the building.
Inside.
The only thing that came out was a little bit of the outside awning. But I'd say the hole is, let me just get a better look right now.
Okay, go ahead. We'll wait.
I'd say the hole takes about, looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Winston, hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay, just put Winston on pause there for just a moment.
Okay, the whole building just exploded some more. The whole top part.
Okay.
The building's still intact. People are running up the streets. Am I still connected?
Winston, this would support probably what Libby and you both said, that perhaps the fuselage was in the building. That would cause a second explosion such as that.
Well, that's what just happened then.
That certainly.
Yeah, people are running up.
We're getting word that perhaps.
Okay, hold on. The people here everybody's panicking.
All right, Winston, let me put Winston on hold for just a moment.
Okay, I don't know how much longer we're staying. I'm inside of a diner right now.
Well, Winston, you know what? If you could give us a call back, I just don't want to panic here on the air. Let's just take some of our pictures from News Chopper 7. Now, one of our producers said perhaps a second plane was involved, and let's not even speculate to that point, but at least put it out there that perhaps that may have happened. The second explosion would certainly back the theory from a couple of eyewitnesses that the plane fuselage perhaps stayed in those upper buildings. Now, if you look at the second building, there are two, that both Twin Towers now are on fire. Now, this was not the case, am I correct? A couple of moments ago. This is the second Twin Tower now on fire. And we're going to check on the second flight if perhaps that had happened. This all began at about 8:48 this morning. Again, what we know, in case you're just joining us, a small plane, not a Cessna type or 5 or 6 seater, but instead perhaps a passenger flight, ran into the north side of the World Trade Center. As you can see, the second explosion that you're looking at now in the second Twin Tower, it has spread much debris, much more debris than the first explosion or the first accident. Is Winston still on the line with us? Okay, he's not there, but do we have, I'll just talk to my producer, do we have an eyewitness that perhaps sees better than we do from these pictures? Again, you can see that there is debris falling off.
Come on, dip.
Okay, we actually have an Eyewitness News reporter, Dr. Jay Adlersberg, who is downtown at the time, and he is on the phone with us live. Dr. Jay, what can you tell us?
Hello, Steve. I'm actually uptown at 86th and Riverside. I can see the World Trade Center from about half the building up to the top. And about 5 minutes ago, as I was watching the smoke, a small plane, it looked like a propeller plane, came in from the west, and about 20 or 25 stories below the top of the center, it disappeared for a second and then exploded behind a water tower, so I couldn't tell whether it hit the building or not, but it was very visible that a plane had come in at a low altitude and appeared to crash into the World Trade Center.
Dr. Jay, we're going to take a look at videotape just moments ago of the second plane hitting the World Trade Center. That is spectacular pictures. I don't know if you could see the plane, and that too was a passenger plane, if perhaps some type of navigating system or some type of electronics would have put two planes into the World Trade Center within, it looks like, about 18 minutes of each other. You want to go to? We have another copy. There is the second plane, another passenger plane hitting the World Trade Center. These pictures are frightening indeed. These are just minutes between each other. So naturally, you will guess and you will speculate and perhaps ask the question, if some type of navigating equipment is awry, that two commuter planes would run into the World Trade Centers at the same time. Our director, you're speaking in my ear at this point. You are looking at live pictures right now of the World Trade Centers. Again, we now have two passenger planes within 18 minutes of each other smashing into the World Trade Centers. Dr. J, are you still with us on the phone?
I'm still with you, Steve.
Dr. J, this is just frightening pictures indeed, and I would assume, or you would naturally think, that when
You've been listening to some of the coverage provided for us by our affiliate WABC out of New York City. Let's go now and check our other affiliate WNBC to get the latest. I'm sorry, WNYW here, live coverage here of this amazing picture we're getting from Lower Manhattan. Two planes, one hitting each of the Twin Towers at the World Trade Center.
They come by and they say, what happened, what happened? And you just got to say something hit the building and then something hit both buildings.
Well, we saw clearly, we didn't see the first one, but we saw clearly that a plane deliberately crashed into one of the upper floors of the World Trade Center. That was the second plane. So two planes crashed into the upper floors of each of the World Trade Center towers. And I understand now that Port Authority headquarters are in one of those buildings somewhere near that location.
Jim, I
yes?
don't know whether we've confirmed that this was an aircraft, or to be more specific, some people said they thought they saw a missile. Well, I don't know how people could differentiate but we might keep open the possibility that this was a missile attack on these buildings.
Ali, I must say that we have an eyewitness who said it was a large plane that crashed first. And then as we were watching the live picture here in the studio, we saw a plane crash into the other tower of the World Trade Center. And again, let's just to be sure, there it is. There it is. The plane went right through the other tower of the World Trade Center.
That is a very hard thing to watch.
And clearly,
these are incredible pictures that we're watching this morning. These, thanks to our affiliate WNYW in New York. You are looking at this picture. It is the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, both of them being damaged by impacts from planes. We saw one happen at about maybe 9 minutes before the top of the hour. And just moments ago, so maybe 18 minutes after the first impact, the second tower was impacted by another, what appeared to be another passenger plane. In fact, we've got some tape replay of that. Do we have the tape available right now? Here's the plate. Here is the tape. You see the plane coming in from what looks like the east side, and it blows into the building with the flames and the smoke billowing out the other side of the tower. It's hard for me to tell exactly which is the north side and which is the south side, but it appears it's coming out of the north side there. Incredible pictures. These happened just moments ago. And I believe we have someone with us on the line. Ira Firmer. We have Ira Firmer, the former NTSB spokesman, and you're watching these pictures as well with us, are you not?
Yeah, I'm with you on CNN.
What can you make of what we have seen, and particularly with this replay we just saw moments ago?
That's absolutely inexplicable. There shouldn't be any aircraft in that area, much less something heading what looked like deliberately for the World Trade Center tower.
You don't think there's any way this could be any kind of an accident, no kind of a navigational equipment failure or some sort of a navigational quirk by beacons or whatever?
No, you've got incredibly good visibility at this point, and no pilot is going to be relying on navigational equipment in such a circumstance that would cause them to crash into the World Trade Center.
How far out of the way from an approach to either LaGuardia or Kennedy would a plane have to be to hit the World Trade Center?
There are approaches that come up along the Hudson River, which is to the west of the World Trade Center, and those aircraft usually wind up going into LaGuardia. So you can come within a mile or two of the World Trade Center, but it is such a visible object as you're approaching New York City that it's just not possible for a pilot during the daytime to have taken a course that would put it right into the World Trade Center. A second occurrence within a few minutes is beyond belief.
And as you can see, there definitely is no weather problem, so weather would be definitely ruled out as a factor in this case.
Yes, the course is a normal course. I mean, for commercial pilots coming into New York, it certainly appeared from the video on CNN that the second aircraft was heading for the tower and that it was a commercial-sized aircraft.
Could you have a better idea about what size that plane was? It was kind of hard for me to tell. You're an expert in these matters. Could you look at that tape and tell what size that plane was?
It would have to be slowed down, and you'd need more than one angle for it because you'd want to see how many engines on it, the shape of the tail.
Well, if it's possible, gang, could we go ahead and replay that tape right now? Do we have the tape ready of the second plane impacting? We're going to put that tape on in just a second. Here, we're about to roll it now. If you can, sir, I don't want you to speculate, but if you can give us an idea of what you think might be at play here, what kind of plane we're talking about, or at least what size, if we're talking about one that would hold, say, 100 people, one that would hold 300 people, from what you see, we'll have to back the tape up further than that, guys. Here we go.
It's very hard to get a perspective on it. I don't know how far away we are at this, but that looks to me like it could be certainly a passenger jet and one of those aircraft that could hold 100 or more people. I caution you at this point to wonder whether or not that airplane was occupied by more than just a pilot or crew. We don't necessarily know that there were any passengers aboard that airplane.
Understood, understood.
Darren Kagan joining the conversation here, sir, but there's no indication that there would be any air traffic on purpose in the area of the World Trade Center at this time of day.
like freeze it first, so we can get a good picture of it.
Of this, like this?
And then roll it.
We can, yeah, we can do that. We can start it frozen.
And we need to also grab a freeze right before it goes behind the building.
Yes.
We'll start it like this.
Yeah, and just keep it there for a couple.
Right, and then, yes,
Got another beeper when we're done with
good. Yikes. Okay.
that portable? What do you say? Yeah. That the president has all of the events,
Router 17, RX 94. I'm ready.
Let's go ahead and get on the air.
Tell me, you got to tell them.
I told him already. I told him listen to me, 'cause I just told him. Okay.
And then we're going to roll it.
Well, I'm doing this ad lib first.
Okay, while you're doing the ad lib, Ready Router 10. Dissolve. We're going to mix up some of these pictures then. Yes.
No.
Right.
No.
Right. If he shows up and says something, we'll be there.
In a minute.
Yes.
I promise I will.
Ready Router 11.
I have another beep.
NBC saying it's a hijacked plane.
Oh, wait, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Ira, is Ira gone?
Dissolve.
Take your
You want? Okay. Ready to tape.
Tape some B, Michael.
Okay, here we go to the tape, everybody. Quiet. Roll. Dissolve. Paused. Now you ready? Roll it. Look at you. Look at you. Okay, now hold that. Roll it. Please roll. I love you.
Can we do it again?
Yeah, we will. Ready, Router 11. Stand by to advance. Advance. Dissolve. Re-cue it. Stand by to do this again.
I can't roll it now. He's working on something. I'll get it in a minute, Dana.
We're going to do it again. You ready?
Leon thanks. Listen, Dana, important. Leon's about to thank Ira, then we'll go on the side.
You guys want to do this again, what we did? Where is she? Kim, I'm going to do it again. Stand by to dissolve. Dissolve. Stand by to roll B. Roll it. Stand by to freeze it again.
Tell me, Jody.
Freeze it. Zoom it in.
The first crash, not the second.
Roll it again. Kill that beeper. Here comes another beeper. Ready, Router 11. Dissolve. Thank you for tracking that beeper. Ready, Router 10. Stand by to dissolve to 10. Going to 23, New York. Dissolve. We're on 10.
Leon's got a quick ad lib.
Right.
Go back to the beeper.
Oh, don't worry. I'm staying on these shots. Their mics are still going to be hot.
Is she ready now?
Ready, Router 11. Stand by to dissolve. Dissolve. Track your beeper.
Where's Kelly? Where's Kelly? Where's Kelly?
Beeper's tracked.
We don't have her. Kill the beeper. Oh, we got her.
Well, an FBI don't tell me I have something I know.
We have not yet determined whether or not this was indeed a terrorist act. What I spoke to said that so far there has been no communication, no one claiming responsibility for either of those crashes.
Right.
Investigation underway.
Okay, that's fine. Tell her, just make sure she knows.
You want to try to do that live? You ready? Oh no, this is just doing that way this time. We can't freeze and zoom too. Stand by to run this tape. We're going to do your earlier here. I'm going to do the tape. Ready? Stand by to dissolve first. Dissolve. This is earlier. Roll it. Do your effect. No, the better one is not in C right now. Stand by to dissolve to 11. Dissolve. I don't know what they're doing. Ready, Rider, 10. Dissolve. It does. Hey, Darren got to tell me to keep the pictures up. Way to go, Darren. What? You're not, you don't want this yet, do you? I can't hear you, Billy. Say again. I know. I don't want it, though. Ready, Rider 11. Dissolve. We're on 22, which is 11. Yeah, go down and...
It's in A, Jody.
What do we want to do with that?
What?
Out of this, Leon gets us a sound on A. NYW is no, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on. I don't know what it is. Well, good. They didn't give us the right thing. Who is Channel 7 in New York?
WABC.
ABC, then. That's what goes back.
There's no output in my car, and I don't know.
No, well, so it's a normal day for me.
134. You know what? Look at
That's earlier.
I hear, what is 43?
Stand by, sound on A.
We're going to do the sound next.
Well, we do have another witness, another eyewitness. Can we go to some tape we're getting from Billy at WABC in New York, where they interviewed an eyewitness who saw the second crash as it happened.
Roll A, track dissolve. Okay, kill their mics for a second. This runs about 50 seconds.
I'm not going to Fox. I'm not going to Fox. Yes. Yes. Just say the name again. Rose RC. Last name data.
Okay, just pause there for just a moment.
30 seconds. Darren's going to get us to another beeper next. 15. Right. Ready, Rider 11 first. I would love to use 21. I love that shot, but no one can tell me. Somebody's off. Stand by. Dissolve. Go. Track them.
Keep in mind that
Ready, Rider 10.
about 8.8
I'm going to need, in 18, I'm going to need a big, gosh, in breaking news style, a big little.
Atlanta Director, New York.
Yes, hey, how you doing?
Hi, just want to set up comms. Aaron should be here any minute. I'll let you know as soon as he hits the roof.
Thank you.
All right.
Where will I see him, do you think?
You'll see him probably down the...
28, Mike.
On 28?
Yes, sir. Write him down 28.
In
We're not
Rider
on it
8.
yet. You're getting
All right,
ISOs
28.
right now. You're getting ISOs now. We'll switch when
Okay,
Aaron's on the roof.
we haven't yet.
Got it.
Right. No, President's in the little. When you set up your big little, in your big little, it's going to be 11 in the top and 17 in the bottom. I need your breaking news background somewhere, please. I got it, ready. Aaron Brown's going to show up in Router 8, RX-28. New York IFB in Router 8.
Okay.
Yeah, but that, thank you.
You cannot use 21.
Good, I had to get rid of it anyway. I'm out of places.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
What?
You're right. We need to get Chad from the Weather Center, voice only.
Okay.
Tell us about all kinds of flight delays. Okay. Does he know
We
that
may be
now?
doing Chad Myers here in his mic.
Mike 8, of course.
Yeah.
He's trying to help us.
You're wonderful. Thank you. Ready, Router 10. Stand by to dissolve. We're going to 23, dissolve. Chad needs to put his mic on.
Not on?
It's not turned on. Yeah, I'm not hearing fuzz anymore. Chad, you there?
Ready at any time to go to 94.
I'm ready. I'm so ready. Doesn't show us, yeah.
But at least we're ready to make Leon's got a quick outlet. Amy, what is it?
Ready, Router 11, dissolve.
David Bonyer's on RX-30, is that what I heard?
Gosh. In Router 4, RX-30.
I know, okay, you gotta understand that. We also have 19 and 20.
It might be a Washington IFB in Router 4.
We
What?
have routers 1922. You can blow those things away. It's a jib, you don't need.
Yes, that's right. You can't use audio on 20.
We're going back to the beeper, Major Garrett.
Going back to another beeper. Here comes Major Garrett on a beeper line. I have it over there.
They tell me Brown, when we get Brown, he'll be on Router 48 out of New York. Router
Okay.
48.
Router 8, I need RX 48 now. Track the beeper.
Good morning, Aaron. President Bush.
This is Major Garrett when they put the font in there.
Here at Emma Booker Elementary School in Sarasota on the catastrophe at the Twin Towers in New York. Following that statement, President Ford Air Force One returned immediately to Washington.
Router 8 is going to be a New York IFB. It's going to be Aaron Brown. Which one? Okay. Which tape is it that you want? Doing another beeper after this, everybody. Where are you getting that from? I'm ready. Ready, Router 10. I know you're busy. I'm sorry. Dissolve. We're on 23. It's making me laugh. Yes, I do want to do that. We're staying on 23, everybody. Stand by to dissolve to your effect. They're moving. No. I'm busy with it. Oh, you know what? I can put it there. But I'm busy here. Stand by to do your effect first. Dissolve.
17 shots.
Do your effect. We're using 23. Stand by to dissolve to 11 then after this. Ready, 11? Dissolve. Okay, in Router 7, RX-94. Now, we'll put it there so everyone's happy and no one will... I know, I'm getting rid of it there because they can't see it there, and, you know, it's all important. Okay, now. In Router 17, let's put RX-35. 17, RX-35, that's New York 1. There we go. Okay, so now your big little, when you get there, it's going to be with 7. Stand by your Ensor beeper.
Here's what I got. CNN has learned that one of the planes that went in was American 767.
Track a beeper.
American Airlines 767.
Well, Leon, I can just tell you that U.S. officials are also telling me.
This is David Ensor when they drop it in there. Ready, Router 10. Stand by to dissolve. Dissolve. We're on 23, New York.
Pretty much.
2 minutes to the president.
2 minutes to the president.
There he comes. Preset your effect. Dissolve. Stand by to track 7 under.
David, we're going to cut you off, President Bush.
Kill the beeper. Track 7 full.
Unfortunately,
Killed them.
Kill their mics. Their mics are dead.
Secretary Rod Pace, Governor, will take
Ready, Router 10 in there.
education.
Go ahead and put 10 in there.
Folks here at Booker Elementary School and hospitality. Today we've had American Airlines. 2 airplanes crashed at the World Trade Center. Apparent terrorist attack. I have spoken to the Vice President.
Atlanta director, it's New York.
Yes, I
Hey
see
there.
Aaron Brown.
See Aaron. He's almost all wired. Give me another few seconds.
Good. New York IFB for him, right?
Yes,
Good.
correct.
Aaron Brown's getting ready. He's almost ready.
Okay, let's talk about the hand. Let's talk about the handover.
First or second plane?
We don't know.
Ready, Router 11 in there.
CNN, one plane.
Tell, the sources tell CNN one plane was an American.
Well,
God bless the victims and families.
yes.
Stand by their mics. Open their mics, go. Stand by to dissolve to 11.
Who's talking to
As soon as he gets out of the room.
93?
Okay.
And IP35 for Garrett, Michael, when you see Garrett.
Dissolve. Okay, and Router 7, RX 90. Oh, he's on 94. IP 35 in Router 7. IP 35 in Router 7. Are we sure that he's staying on 94? IP 3040.
35 for Garrett.
IP 30. IP 35 in Router 7. Ready, Router 10. Dissolve. Track the beeper, please.
Unfortunately, the amount of
Yes, go ahead.
When we do Aaron,
Yes.
I'll tell you when, you'll take him full.
Because we can see it, yeah.
Establish him there for a bit.
And then-
he'll do a great recap.
Right.
And then we'll go to your picture full. In fact,
Okay.
let's load up the slow-mo of the second plane hitting. And I'm going
Okay.
to have him voice over that, and then out of that, you'll go to a live feed.
Okay. Cue up 373, please, and C. Okay, good. When we do this, Aaron Brown will be full.
Leave it off the air.
Aaron Brown will be full, and then he's going to go to the slow-mo tape that's in C. And then we'll go back to a live shot.
So far, as far as you know, no one's paper using for no one.
there has been no claim to responsibility.
Ready, Router 11. Dissolve. Kill the beeper.
In the last hour, one plane was we have, we're still a okay, hang on 1 second, okay, just 1 second.
Stand by your beeper.
We have that tight shot of the plane where anybody's able to identify.
Track your beeper. Ready, Router 10.
So we've been, for several years now, we've been working on terrorist trafficking. Apparently one of those again, not know yet. Right now, I know.
Stand by to dissolve to that. Dissolve.
Whatever you want from me, Michael.
I don't know when that.
Do a recap. We should run the video over.
Right, we're going Major Garrett first, though.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. Aaron, he does a recap. We run the video of the thing going in there, go back to a pretty shot. Ready Rider 11. What? What are you doing? Oh.
No, they have a very good plan.
According to who?
I'm-
According to National
This
Desk.
moment.
The National Desk. I'm waiting for them to tell me.
No, I've got it. I just talked to Aaron. He's ready. Aaron will do a recap.
Do we have Aaron's
and
fonts
you have
ready?
the slow-mo picture.
I'm ready.
Getting ready. When you hear him start referencing that, you just roll it. Out of that, just go to a live picture.
Gotcha.
And then he's off and running. Chandra, he's on New York IFB. You would tell him where to go from that.
Well, they're going to go to the Bush Town.
Huh?
And after his recap, we'll have him throw to the Bush Sound. Moments ago, the president said this, put Bush
Got it.
Sound in the small. 390.
Okay.
I need a big little that does not that has a little not live. Big little with the little not live, please. When we do that, it's going to be 11 in the big, and it's going to be a soundbite from C in the not live.
Out of this, I'd like to have the Anchors Trust to Aaron.
Preset 8. Now tell me what you're going to do. Okay.
Throw to the Bush Sound. Thank you very much.
I'm sure that they've got everything in place.
Are you on board with us?
Yes.
They always do an extra job.
Going to Aaron Brown now.
Stand
See how the beeper? Here comes Aaron, Ready Rider 8. This off. Ready C, voiceover.
Here you go.
And he said the second one.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the World Trade Center,
They already have it.
billowing out of the front tower now, and then about a half
This
an hour
off.
later,
Somebody roll it.
as
Take your live off of this.
converging on the scene,
Roll it.
eyewitnesses were gathering on the street corners.
Said earlier, if you have it.
Can they talk to Darren, please?
Plane coming around the building right now in this tape, and there.
Somebody's all back to him.
Come through what looks to me.
Somebody's off.
This is the first time I've seen that tape come through the back side of the tower. I guess that would be the south side of the tower, and then the smoke and flame coming out the front side.
Washington IFB on Router 5.
And that was about a half
Track
hour
49
This
for
off.
Jamie.
after the first
No.
attack.
In Router 7, RX2.
8:45.
In Router 6, RX64.
Ahead of this.
Router 2 is USA.
This has all the
64 is
appearances.
TTG.
Okay, not yet.
Well coordinated.
Okay, stand by to track Router 5, Ready Router 11. Set up your big little with 5 in the bottom, 11 in the top.
Track 49 for Jamie.
Actually, you know what? Set up your big with 11 and 9.
February of 1993. At the Pentagon, a plane or a helicopter.
Ready Router 9.
Apparently as
Dissolve.
whatever
And then on 30,
Okay, can I use 2?
Studio
Ready,
7,
ready
Studio
Router
1,
7.
audio video select.
WUSA font coming here, please. Dissolve track 5.
Well, Aaron, there's a lot of confusion here at the Pentagon. It appears that something.
Beepers down.
I can't.
Pentagon on the outside of the big corridor.
Yep, I'm seeing him do it.
Okay, good. They're on 49.
Reported hearing a big explosion, seeing shards of metal coming past.
Advance.
Even though the Pentagon has been evacuated, emergency services personnel were rushing to report several people trapped in the building.
It's not their show anymore.
24,000 people are outside of the building or in the center courtyard.
What is this on remote 13?
What has happened here? There is, of course, thick black smoke billowing from the scene. There's a lot of confusion. The Protective Service was being evacuated because of the Pentagon has been urging people to get out of the building and move away from the scene.
Michael, 49, you see video?
What?
On 49, you see the video? I'm feeding you on 49. 49.
On 29.
49.
45.
49.
45.
49.
Tracking 8.
49. Look at 49.
On 45.
Check 23, 23.
On 23. Look at 23. Ready Router 10. Ready. Dissolve. Advance.
smoke rising.
Lose your font.
And I can't, I'll tell you that I can't see that second
Ready?
tower.
Okay, ready, 8.
Cascade.
Send me dissolve to 8. Dissolve? I can't yet. Advance your font when you get a chance.
Huge billowing smoke in the second tower. This was the second of the two towers hit. And I cannot see behind that smoke, obviously, as you can either. The first tower in front has not changed, and we see this extraordinarily and frightening scene behind us of this second tower, now just encased in smoke. What is behind it, I cannot tell you. But just look at that. That is about as frightening a scene as you will ever see. Again, this is going on now in 2 cities. We have a report that there's a fire at the State Department as well, and that is being evacuated. So we've got fires at the Pentagon evacuated, the State Department evacuated, the White House evacuated on the basis of what the Secret Service describes as a credible terrorist threat. We have 2 explosions, 2 planes hitting the World Trade Center here in New York, and what this second explosion was that took place about a part of the south, that would be the South Tower, has apparently collapsed. We don't know if that was from the impact of this first plane that hit it or whether something else has happened there. We'll work on that. Our Washington Bureau Chief, Frank Cesno, is on the phone. Frank, what are you hearing?
Aaron, I just drove past the Pentagon across the 14th Street Bridge, which is now choked with traffic. We're beginning to hear emergency sirens and rescue personnel standing out across Washington. There is a gigantic black billowing cloud of smoke that is rising over the Pentagon. You heard Jamie McIntyre a moment ago describe where that was coming from. I can also tell you that local radio, in addition to talking about evacuations, as we've heard at the Pentagon, and the White House is reporting that the Capitol building has been evacuated and the Treasury Department has been evacuated. Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, is exceptionally tense and clearly taking steps as if it is virtually under siege here. We don't know specifically, as you've said, what has taken place at the Pentagon, but this is very serious, striking at the heart of the national government. And as John King was explaining, the White House
Frank, it's Aaron. I need to interrupt you for a second. Again, there has been a second explosion here in Manhattan at the Trade Center. We are getting reports that a part of the tower, the second tower, the one a bit further to the south of us, has collapsed. We are checking on that. We are also told that the Sears Tower in Chicago has been evacuated, and what I can't tell you on that is whether there was something specific that happened there, whether there was an attack on that building yet, we're checking that out, or whether there was a warning, whether there was a threat of some sort, or whether that is simply precautionary. What we can tell you is that just in the last several minutes here, 2 or 3 minutes, a second or third, I guess technically, extraordinary event has happened here in Lower Manhattan. You can see this extraordinary plume of smoke that is, or was at least, the second tower of the World Trade Center. Perhaps 3 or 4 minutes ago, you could, from where we were standing, see that second building that is just a bit to the south of the first building, but you can't see it anymore. It is covered with smoke. A large plume of smoke also coming still from the first tower, where the first plane hit at about 8:45. We can, by the way, if we can cue the tape, we can show you that second attack, or at least the second explosion in the Trade Center that occurred at about 9:15 Eastern Time. As you can imagine, there you can see to the right of your screen a plane coming in. We do have a report of a hijacked American Airlines plane. It comes into the south side, and then boom, you can see the fire coming out the front, or the north side of the building. I guess that'd be the northeast side of the building. And then just in the last several minutes, there has been a second explosion, or at least perhaps not an explosion, perhaps part of the building simply collapsed. And that's what we saw, and that's what we're looking at as smoke now just covers Lower Manhattan, almost as far to the end of Manhattan Island as you can get, is where the trade centers are. The Sears Tower in Chicago has been evacuated, and we continue to check on the circumstances there. The Pentagon, the State Department, and the White House have been evacuated in Washington as well. The president has, we can show you now what happened just a few moments ago at the Trade Center. Watch the building to the left, to the back of those two buildings. This is just a few minutes ago. We don't know if something happened, another explosion, or if the building was so weakened it just collapsed. But we have one of our producers on the phone, and I didn't get the name, so why don't we just go ahead? You there?
Yeah, this is Rose Arcee calling from New York.
Rove, tell me what you know.
Just a few minutes ago, we saw there's a portion of the building where the first plane struck that seemed to be buckling inside itself, almost as if the top of the building was going to fall. Shortly after that, two people, it's hard to tell whether they were being pushed or they physically approached themselves the sort of river side of the building, it would be the west side of the building, and appeared to jump from the top floors, just under where you're seeing the smoke and fire.
That is extraordinary. The South Tower, the World Trade Center, has collapsed. Again, tell me, how long ago was it that you saw this?
This must have been about 5 minutes ago, and prior to that, you could see heads popping out of windows right beneath where that big gaping hole is. So there appeared to be people alive right below where the crash point was. They were trying to find some way out of there, and just as the thing started to buckle, you saw them plummeting from that top floor.
Right, and perhaps this is stating the obvious. We apologize for that, but obviously people were already at work here at the Trade Center when this happened. We don't know how many people have been hurt in all of this. We have no idea at this point. As you look at an aerial shot coming from I guess that would be coming from the south of the Trade Center, or what is at least the Trade Center behind those huge plumes of smoke. All airports across the country, every airport in the United States has been shut down as the FAA and the government tries to figure out exactly what has happened, what is at risk, what is not, who is behind it. Are there more explosions, more attacks yet to come? Here in New York, trading on the New York Stock Exchange has been suspended, at least for now. All bridges and tunnels coming into the city have been shut down as police try and clear the way. We can tell you, as we were coming in perhaps an hour ago, there was a convoy, I can't think of a better word, a convoy of fire and police trucks racing down the West Side Highway, and this is in the middle of rush hour. Obviously, every available fire unit here in Manhattan has been brought to the Trade Center. Outside the White House, John King, our senior White House correspondent. John.
Hello, Aaron. They have pushed us even further back away from the White House now, and there are more than a half dozen fire trucks, some of the Secret Service now patrolling the perimeter in Lafayette Park, which is directly across from the White House, have automatic rifles drawn to keep people away from the park, and they're policing back and forth. You can probably hear additional fire apparatus arriving on the scene. Senior White House staffers who were evacuated, all they can tell us is that they were told that there was a credible threat on the White House as well, and that they were told to evacuate the premises. What we do not know is whether or not the Vice President and the National Security Team have stayed inside the White House Situation Room. We know that they were directing and monitoring operations from there as of just about 15, 20 minutes ago. But the White House staff, the Executive Office Building staff, and all the office buildings around, including the Treasury Department and some government and some non-government office buildings, people have been evacuated out into the street. And again, the Secret Service now putting up yellow police line tape, and some of them patrolling Lafayette Park with automatic rifles, which is a scene quite extraordinary here across from the White House.
John, tell us as best you can what the government's national security apparatus will do right now. I mean, what do you guess is happening, and where is it happening?
Well, I don't want to guess at all, but from the White House Situation Room, a president or a vice president can direct a war, can direct a full-scale world war. The White House Situation Room is where all information, it is accessible to all information from the United States military, from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, from the Federal Aviation Administration in this case. The White House Situation Room is prepared just for situations like this, unfortunately, to be prepared in a time of crisis for the president to to monitor incoming information and to direct any U.S. military or non-military emergency response. The White House Situation Room is a bomb shelter, for that matter. That part of the White House is a bomb shelter. Whether or not they have stayed in there is unclear. We know in the past that would be the routine. We just do not have a direct answer as yet, because most of the staff, if not all of the staff, has been evacuated from the premises.
So I gather you're just you're not able to get any calls into the building right now, or at least not getting them answered at this point.
Calls you get into the building are not answered at this point. And more fire apparatus showing up now as we speak. We saw most of the senior staff come out. We have not seen the national security staff that we would recognize anyway, but I should note there are other gates from the White House. We are on the north side, and this is
John, you're being drowned out by the sirens. Alan Dotz-Frank of our bureau here in New York joins us on the phone. Alan, where are you?
Hi, Aaron. Our colleague Jennifer Westhoven also just arrived. She was closer to the building. I'm just south of Canal Street, about 10 blocks north of World Trade Center. And just before 10 o'clock, parts of the building began peeling away. People started screaming. Jennifer tells me, because she was a little closer to the building, that the police began yelling, "Run, run," and thousands of people started running away from the buildings as they were falling. That was, of course, followed by a onrush of ambulances and special police vehicles. Some people have told us, although I can't confirm this, that dozens of stories of the building have fallen away, maybe down as low as the 30th floor.
And again, just because we lost a little bit at the beginning, where are you physically now? This is
I'm just south of the Holland Tunnel in downtown Manhattan, perhaps 10 to 15 blocks north of the World Trade Center.
Got it. And the pictures that our viewers are looking at, this was that collapse of the South Tower.
Correct.
Just a few minutes ago here in New York.
Yes, and moments after that, people began running toward us. Jennifer Westhoven, who normally is at the stock exchange, was only about 5 blocks away, and she saw the same thing.
Alan, thank you. Let me go to one of New York's deputy mayors, Randy. Former deputy mayor. What are you hearing, Randy?
I only know what I have seen on television. I've tried to talk to some friends.
Here we go. Hand me the microphone. There we go.
I only know what I've heard on television. I've tried to speak to some friends. Obviously, phone lines, communication is difficult. Nothing prepares you in life for a senseless tragedy like this one, but there is no city better prepared to deal with such emergency situations than New York City.
Tell me, based on the plan, what is happening 30 blocks away?
Sure. Mayor Giuliani established early on an Office of Emergency Management to coordinate all the government agencies involved. So you have coordinated leadership of police, fire, health, all the city agencies responding to that emergency. They've planned for this kind of event. Unfortunately, this is not a unique occurrence in the life of New York City or our country. Tragedies like this
It may
have
not
happened.
be a unique occurrence, but it is a very rare and extraordinary one.
It is extraordinary,
Right.
and therefore, in New York City, we have coordinated response, and they're responding now and providing every help that they can under these extraordinary circumstances.
Hang on one second. We have a report now of an explosion on Capitol Hill, and we are checking that out. We have a report of a plane crashing at the Pentagon being evacuated, fire on the mall in Washington, the State Department evacuated, and we have all flights shut down across the country as officials sort out what's happening here. Randy, back to you for a second. How much of if I recall this correctly, there is what was called a bunker, the mayor's bunker, for these sorts of events in the Trade Center, correct?
There is an emergency management center at the Trade Center.
Clearly the mayor is not there.
I have not spoken with the mayor, so I don't know his physical location, but I do know that coordinated emergency response started immediately. It's something that the city prepares for, and it's something that, under these tragic circumstances, the city is doing everything it can to respond.
How much of the plan changed after the World Trade Center bombing in '93?
Well, there was no coordinated city response. There was no mayor's office of emergency management. Rudy Giuliani established that. It's been one of the hallmarks of his tenure, and unfortunately, there are extraordinary circumstances like this one where that coordinated effort has to come into play and is coming into play now.
Why don't you, if you can, stay with us for a little bit.
Sure.
I suspect other questions are going to come up. I want to go through again what we know here at this point, and also point out some things that are not insignificant that we don't know. And one of the things we don't know is we do not now know how many fatalities there have been and how many injuries there are. We can only surmise that this has been catastrophic, a catastrophic event here in New York. Both Trade Center towers hit. One of them appears to have collapsed. How much of it collapsed? These are very large. In any case, we cannot tell you how many injuries, how many fatalities there have been. This is one of those situations that is extraordinarily chaotic. Even in the best of planning, I think it's fair to say that it is chaotic, and officials are trying to do many things at one time. We have on the phone a pilot who witnessed these planes crashing in to the World Trade Center. Sir, can you tell me your name? John, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
John, tell me what you saw.
This morning we were at Midtown Manhattan in a 31st floor of a building facing south. We saw a 767 flying low down the center of Manhattan Island, heading towards downtown Manhattan. At about maybe 20 blocks north of the World Trade Center, we saw the plane veer to the left and fly directly into the north side of the South Tower.
So this was the second plane that hit the tower, correct?
No, this was the first plane.
Got it. John,
this was the 767.
Got it. John, hang on. Kate Snow's on Capitol Hill. Kate, what can you tell us about the events there?
Well, I'm a couple of blocks away from the Capitol right now. I can tell you that about a half hour ago, the Capitol building itself was evacuated. It was a little bit chaotic. Everyone was running out of the building. People ran a couple of blocks away. We have now been pushed back by security. We're within 2 blocks of the Capitol. I did see myself a plane about a half hour ago circling over the Capitol. Now, whether that may have been an Air Force, a U.S. plane, it's unclear. But that seemed to be the reason, according to security guards that I talked with, for the evacuation of the Capitol. They had seen something or heard something suspicious. They've evacuated the Capitol and the surrounding buildings, the office buildings, at least on the House side, which is where I'm standing. There are 3 House office buildings. Those have also been evacuated. We're seeing members of Congress are walking by us here on the sidewalk. I can also, you go ahead.
Kate, I'm sorry, and if you've said this, I apologize, and I apologize to viewers too. Was there, to your knowledge, an explosion at the Capitol?
No, sir, there was not. I can see the Capitol from here. Everything looks to be fine. There was, however, Aaron, a sound about 5 minutes ago that sounded like some sort of explosion. Now, everything's in close proximity here in Washington. It could be that may have been something that happened at the Pentagon. We're not very clear on that. But we did hear a sound. We heard something that sounded like a loud boom about 5 minutes ago.
And Kate, you again, how far away from the Capitol building itself?
I'm standing on Pennsylvania Avenue, which is a main artery in Washington, D.C., and I'm about 2 blocks away from the Capitol. I did just see a spokesperson, by the way, for the Speaker of the House, Mr. Hastert, Dennis Hastert, who tells me that Mr. Hastert and other leaders have been evacuated into what he called a secure location. It's not clear where exactly they are, but they've been put somewhere secure.
And because we can't see it at this point, just give me a sense of what it looks like there. Are there many, many people on the street?
The sidewalks, people are calm. I think most people don't really know what's going on. Most people haven't been watching the news. But the sidewalks are definitely full of people where, normally at this time of the morning there wouldn't be that many people out here. And as I say, I've been passed by numerous members of Congress and senators and staff, who I know well, who have been coming past me asking me what's going on.
Kate, why don't you hang around here and continue to report on that. Let me just, again, for those viewers who are joining us at about 20 minutes past 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, let me just briefly recap. Attacks on 2 American cities, New York and the Capitol in Washington. It began at about 8:45 Eastern Time when a plane crashed into the World Trade Center. That was the building hit first. And then about a half an hour later, a second plane, and I'm not sure if we have the tape available. If we do, we'll show it to you. You can see the second plane coming in from the right side of your screen, going into the tower itself. This is an extraordinary and troubling piece of tape. The Justice Department is now being evacuated. The second attack on the Trade Center occurred about a half an hour or so after the first one. We have a report, CNN has been told, that an American Airlines 767 jet was hijacked out of Boston today. We don't know which of those two planes hit the tower the second time. In the last 10 minutes or so, the South Tower, or at least a portion of the South Tower, has collapsed. CNN's David Ensor joins us from Washington. David, where in the Capitol are you now?
Well, Aaron, I'm in our bureau, but I have on the telephone with me Barbara, who is the wife of a friend of mine and who is an eyewitness to exactly what happened at the Pentagon. Barbara, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, what exactly did you see? Let's look at the Pentagon now as you describe what exactly happened at the Pentagon this morning.
As we were driving into town on 395, there was an exit. We were trying to get off the exit for the Memorial Bridge. Off to the left-hand side was a commercial plane that came in and was coming too fast and too low. And the next thing we saw was it go down below the side of the road, and we just saw the fire that came up after that.
How large was the explosion?
It was large.
Was there sound as well?
That I can't verify because the windows were up in the vehicle.
Was it clear to you what had happened?
Yes, definitely.
So you believe it was a commercial airliner that was hitting the Pentagon?
Yes, and I'm not sure exactly where the Pentagon was in relationship to where the plane went down. You know, but they are relatively close to one another. Whether it hit any part of that Pentagon, I'm not sure.
How low was the plane?
When it was coming down?
Yeah.
It was coming down on less than a 45-degree angle and coming down toward the side of the 395. And when it came down, it just missed the 395 and went down below it, and then you saw the fire come up from it.
Were you able to see what kind of plane or what airline it belonged to?
No, I did not see what kind of an airline. I just assumed because we were so close to the airport, it was coming into land.
But it seemed awfully low to you?
Yes, and fast.
How big was the fireball?
I'm spatially challenged at times, and it was pretty big.
What did you think was happening?
I know that hit the ground and exploded.
Were you frightened yourself?
Yes, yes. Everybody stopped the cars, and we all got it, and so forth.
Right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your talking to us. Aaron, back to you.
David, thank you. CNN's David Ensor in Washington. CNN's Brian Palmer joins us on the phone from here in Manhattan. Brian, why don't you begin by telling me where you are?
We are in front of the criminal courthouse after being pushed north slightly. We watched one of the towers of the World Trade Center disappear from the skyline. It basically folded into itself in a plume of gray smoke. A crowd of thousands of people dashed up Broadway, followed by emergency services personnel. That's all we know now. We're watching the plume of smoke and debris just sort of waft across lower Manhattan, and people are lining up at this payphone behind me trying to find out whether their relatives are safe.
Let me just briefly go to Randy. Randy, just look out there and tell me what you're thinking when you see what now appears that at least part of one of the landmark buildings in this city, one of the most recognizable buildings in the country, is gone.
It's the kind of moment you hope will never come. When you have been in government, when you care as much about this city and this country as a mayor like Rudy Giuliani does, it's a moment you pray will never come, and you pray for the families of anyone affected by this tragedy. But as a city, you know, we come together, and our emergency services provide every support they can in the face of such a senseless tragedy.
It is an unbelievable scene as
Incredible.
You look down. I mean, we stand here at some point every day looking out at this city this time of year. It's extraordinarily pretty, and you see those two buildings high above lower Manhattan, and you look out there today and you see this gaping hole in one of them, these plumes of smoke that continue to pour from the scene, and and you know that there's nothing behind. That second tower, or at least parts of it, are gone. We join now one of our affiliates, WNYW, and their coverage here in New York. Well, we will we'll try and make that connection again.
Aaron. Okay, a few more people could talk. Yeah. Ready Rider 11. Dissolve to 11.
Okay. I will tell Aaron. All international air travel routed to Canada. From overseas, international flights. Inbound to the U.S. Into the U.S. are now being rerouted to Canada.
To Canada. Tell him it's Canada.
Yeah, that's what he said. Fine. There is, I'm told, there is no WNYW feed, guys.
Right.
I'm just channeling that word. I don't know
Right
exactly
now
what
there
it means.
What? Where? Where?
The ground shot. In the back row. In the back.
Okay, VT 130 in the router 15, if it's not there already.
Where's that?
I know, I need it in a big little. I need a big little because I can't leave this shot.
Where are we getting ground shots?
Tell me as soon as you're ready. Which one do you want live, Mike? Tell me as soon as you're ready.
I want little, not live. Little, not live. I know, but it's tape.
Is this in our tape room or somewhere else? Okay.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Put 15 in the bottom, put 11 in the top.
I would do 26. Just dissolve to 26.
Okay, ready, one.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Back it up a little bit.
I don't have any control of this.
Sue,
Not live, it's
you got
tape.
stepped on. Say again, Sue.
Dissolve. Lucia Live. This is WABC. Stand by, dissolve back.
Oh, I get some ground shots. Say it once again. You got stepped on by the director. I turned him off.
This is just awful.
Yes. Yes.
Stand by to advance.
That we can stay with, okay?
Okay, so not all international flights. Fine, okay.
Yeah, but are they going to let it go?
Yeah, well, I'll wait till we get a gap and I can tell them. There's no reason to bomb into them.
I know. As soon as somebody up here can tell me to do it, I will. What do you want? Tape on the deck back there. Tell me when.
Is there any BG on this?
Roll the other, okay? Can we run out of this, Michael?
Now, your banner's wrong, Sue. If
this banner's wrong, I'm told.
Sue gave me a slight different version of the banner. Take a look at it.
Can we? This doesn't mean anything. Roll your tape, dissolve.
Okay.
This is not WABC. Track 15.
Yeah. Is he the current commissioner? Howard
Okay,
Safer.
set up your big little. Put 11 in the top there. I want to do this. What do you think? Dissolve. With that font. That's good.
We're going to swap out Howard Safer for your guest, former police commissioner of New York.
How long is this?
Atlanta?
Yes.
We're going to swap a new guest in, Howard Safer, former New York police commissioner.
Ready, Rider 10.
SAFIR.
What's
SAFIR?
Okay.
Howard.
Is that
former
live?
police commissioner, New York.
How long is this?
I don't know. It's in your tape room.
Dissolve.
It's over now.
Advance. His mic. Ready, Rider 20. Shift C. Yes. NYW, right?
Yes.
Dissolve. This is NYW. This is live,
Okay,
right?
This is NYW Live.
Okay, this is live. What? On that's tape on. Okay, my shot. I might as well use my shot if we're doing a close-up. Advance, dissolve. We're on 10. Tell me
there
which
goes.
one next.
Take the tower.
Ready 11. Dissolve to 11.
Get every shot we can on the tower. It's down.
Ready 8. Stand by. Dissolve to 8.
Live.
Dissolve. I'm on the Aaron Brown shot. Ready 10.
Silence.
Dissolve to 10.
Look at this. That is the other tower of the World Trade Center falling.
Get ready to turn this around.
Hold it right here. Just hold this.
Can I use? I love their shot. Ready, Rider 3. I don't know what this is, though. Who's Channel 2 in New York?
WCBS.
Ready, Rider 3.
WCBS.
Rider, they switched it. Forget it.
Needs to be clear which is the first and which is the second.
President of Florida today is in the back White House.
I'm on, what am I on here? Router 10. I'm listening. I'm on router 10, which is 23.
This moment has to sink in before we leap into
Ready,
it.
router 11. I know, I see. Is this live? Is this live? Ready, 1. Dissolve. I'm on 1 right now. I think it's live. Ready, 11.
This is WABC.
It's WABC if you can.
Cause this to happen. Rose Housey, one of our on the phone. Rose.
I'm going back to my shot. Advance.
No, Atlanta,
Advance,
do you have
please.
tape of the collapse?
Dissolve.
Okay.
Where's 50?
Amanda,
There it
you
is.
find me
Okay,
tape
good.
of the collapse too.
Ready, router
When
6
you get
first.
it, put it in 11.
We're going to lose the statue. Look what they're doing. This is better.
That's great on the aerial.
Okay, put up your big. Put back. They're both New York now. I need a naked big, please. And 17. I know. I'm trying to do it. 11 and 6.
Calling it up now, Michael.
You don't have to rush into
There you go.
the
We're
sky. This
17,
moment needs
but
to
they're both
sink in.
live. There you go.
She finished. Oh.
Stand by to dissolve.
Tell the cameraman. I don't want to see safer yet. I haven't picked a half.
Oh, we had
step
the same
right
thing.
there. Good. Perfect there. Yeah, right there.
Dissolve.
It is just one of those awful moments that.
I want him to let this moment.
What's that on 21 at the White House?
Hey, Atlanta, are you seeing the aerial with the with the statue?
Yes, I have it on the air.
Oh, sorry, I was looking
That's
at the
okay.
wrong monitor.
It's just a little
Okay,
up there.
Good. Excellent
Give me the
choice.
number, Dina. Give 5506. Can you look for that, Rich? That's that would have been 5506. You're gonna need to.
Tell me,
See, Michael.
what are we doing here?
I think the moment needs to sink
I'm ready.
in. You
You
don't
wanna
need
do
to
it?
do very much at all.
To make that clear on the server, it's the second tower.
No, wait, is that our tape or your
It says
tape?
ground
Atlanta?
shot. I hope this is it. Roll it. Dissolve.
Hold on.
This is tape.
Let's see Atlanta's tape because we have it as well. Oh, that's for the ground. Okay, Atlanta, I have a tape of the collapse as well. Can I roll
You
it?
do? Stand by to roll yours too.
Okay, stand
Ready,
by to
router
roll
8.
11.
This is still earlier. Go ahead and pop it up. I'm on mine.
Okay, roll 11.
Roll
Dissolve,
yours.
Roll
Dissolve.
11. Roll it.
This is not live. That's okay. I'm just saying it.
Guys, it cued?
Yep, there it goes.
There it is.
Is she a beeper?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, hold on. I just want to get this picture out here.
Okay, ready, router 11. This is live coming when we go. Check a beeper.
Okay, get off of it
Dissolve.
soon.
Advance.
Okay,
This is
req
live.
11 about a second later on the in. Mark a new in point, please.
The command center, people really staring in disbelief, and then as you saw, of course, the pictures watching that tower down, people just couldn't believe their eyes. Police and pushing people immediately.
Yeah.
Around, started running, raised blocks of
Yeah.
around,
Wait till the nuclear weapons rain down on Afghanistan.
covering everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, you know, CNN Center would be a great target, wouldn't it?
Yes, I was thinking that.
What are we doing?
Ready, router 6.
Hey guys, you see the
Somebody
banner on
off.
Fox?
It's
Sue?
This is, which one is this again?
See the banner on Fox,
WCBS,
too?
please. WCBS.
Look at the banner on Fox, guys. Capitol Police say a hijacked plane is en route to Washington.
Hijacked plane en route to Washington, according to Fox.
Tower collapse if you want it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Do you see that? Do a little Q&A with Kelly, all right?
Pushing people away, police telling us that you have to get out of here, get out of here, pushing people away in garages. It's an unbelievable scene here.
Helicopter shot coming across the harbor. Statue of Liberty.
No, you can't. Lose your font. There it is. Stand by to dissolve to 11 with font as soon as he gets done talking about it.
One that still has many, many unanswered
Yeah, excellent. Back off about another
You can
second.
advance your font past WCBS.
Go to it. Yeah. Yeah.
Dissolve. State Department, where do you think I have that? Ready, router 4.
Okay. Widen out a
Okay,
little
good.
bit. Fine, we got a guest
I
here.
need your big little, please.
We got a guest here, Atlanta.
8 in the bottom, 11 in the top.
Hey, guys. We
Yes.
should do Aaron and his gas. Atlanta?
Yes.
We got Aaron and his gas.
You got Aaron what?
Aaron is talking to a
Yes,
gas.
I see. Somebody dissolved. Dissolve. I'm on that effect right now. Ready, Rider 10.
WUSA is RX2, Chandra.
It's Howard Safer, former New York City
Dissolve.
Police Commissioner.
This is Howard Safer, former U.S.
Yeah,
former New York City.
Yeah.
Ready, Rider 7.
WUSA.
Stand by your WUSA font.
Yeah, kill the E on the end of his name. Safer,
Oh,
not
Safer.
Sapphire.
No, get that E. Safer.
Safer, not Sapphire. Well, that's okay. Thanks. Fine. Well, you just had a font up. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're trying to look for the city command center.
What she said.
Gotta be where he is.
Yeah. You want to do your, well, wait, New York? No, I don't know what that is.
That's the Pentagon, isn't it?
Chandra,
That's
what's
the
that in my
Pentagon.
Rider 7, RX2.
I want your
Do you know
big,
what
big.
it is?
That has New York and Washington, please.
Are we on all CNN networks worldwide, I assume?
New York, Washington, please. I want 7
We're on
in
all the global networks,
7 in the
right?
right-hand side.
Okay.
I want 10 in the left.
Okay. And Asia and Europe, right? Okay.
Huh?
Have our banners cycled through that both towers have collapsed? Okay.
The second plane for the Pentagon. Stand by this effect. No, not with that in there, though. That's the wrong thing in there. Put router 4 in the right-hand side.
Grandpa's in New York.
Is Clayton in yet? Okay. We need to begin to think ahead
It's
for
on
the
to your
next
effect.
week or weeks. We're going to need to be anchoring out there
Look.
probably for several days. We need to think about some kind of a tent structure for rain, other things we're going to need, because we're not going to want to come back inside for a few days.
No, let's not worry about that. Let's Somerset.
Yeah.
Huh? No, that's the other affiliate. That's the same thing I have.
No one talk to me for a minute. No one.
Okay, now look. I
Okay, where
see
did we have
fighters
31?
scrambling on ABC,
Is that in 19?
by the way, guys.
31 and 19?
I don't know what
Okay.
it is.
Put in the right-hand
I
side.
see
Put
jet fighters
router 19.
scrambling on my local ABC feed. I
Can you
don't
do
know
it?
what you're
Okay,
getting.
I can do the 19. There you go. Thank you. Right. Stand by. We have our own shot.
What?
Stand by to pop router 7 in the right-hand side. Pop 7
part
in
of
there.
the Pentagon has collapsed? Oh, man.
Yeah, I do. What is it?
That's the biggest fucking building in the
WUSA
world.
courtesy for the right-hand side, please, if you can. Good luck.
We need more street scenes. We need more video rolling. I'll go back. Okay, you work on it. I'm going to go back.
Is Sue there?
I need someone in Washington.
We need more street scenes.
Well, do we need to think about a title for this thing, like Attack on America, to begin to label up some of these graphics?
You tell me what you want and I can...
She's got 2 tapes, ground shots of air control.
Yeah. Do you want to think about a title for this?
Tell me
like
which
Attack
ones.
on
Give me
America?
numbers so I get them right.
Okay, good.
490 QB.
Great minds think alike, huh? Great minds think alike.
Got it. Okay, B and C is what I have.
Right.
The ground shot of the tower collapsing, the second.
Yeah, who's calling David? Incoming 21 is what? What's incoming 21? Where do we see that?
What's on 31? Look at our 30.
I know. I see it.
31 must be.
Yeah, we already have that, right?
Somebody pop 19.
Or is that
Somebody
a new
advance
one?
your font. Advance. Pop 19 in the right-hand
Okay.
side.
We already have that. They have it in Atlanta anyways. Okay.
Well, that's the police chief in New York. No, I have not done that. I was told not to.
Okay. Ready, router 7,
Router 7
which was
WUSA.
WUSA.
Possible hijacked plane in the D.C. area. Yes?
You want me to do it or not? Okay, dissolved. WUSA, advance. This is the Pentagon, if you can get a locator that says it.
This is the Pentagon.
That's what's on now when you...
Preset 2, that should be us. Stand by to advance.
Yes.
Liz, here. Liz, send her back there. She's going to monitor every second of tape.
All right. Who's in there right now?
I want you to drive the air. As many different shots. Get us down to the slope.
Frank Homer in New York.
Okay, ready, router 11. We're going back to New York, everybody. Dissolve. Track a beeper.
RX2 looks good now.
Figures. Yeah, let me have you big with 7 on the right-hand side. Oh, we flipped them now. Why did we flip them?
Yeah,
Oh, we didn't. Good. Okay, somebody dissolve to that.
We're okay for now.
Dissolve.
But, let him get you in and how are you, Junior?
Where?
New York.
Okay. First blast. Which one?
Yeah, I think we should bring Jeff out here to talk with Aaron. Yeah.
Michael, C is the...
Yeah. So
C is when the second tower came down.
From the ground.
the Pentagon is evacuating the Secretary of Defense.
Okay. You want it over this beeper?
Okay.
You
Pentagon
want it over this
confirmed.
beeper?